Hello and welcome in my class. I am Ikram Hassan and I am from Pakistan. Today our topic of discussion is a story. Yes, you heard it right. It's a story. So before going to the story, let me make it very clear that we are going to improve our speaking and listening skills from this story. So actually it's a story about a poor farmer who lived a hand-to-mouth life. He worked very hard in his field but earned nothing from that. One day he really went into his farm and then there he discovered a pot. Yes, you heard it right, a pot. What could be inside that pot? Let me know. Let him make a random guess. No, it was not that. It was an empty pot. Yes, you heard it right again. It was an empty pot. The farmer was very disappointed that what kind of pot is this? He, in his disappointment, thrown a shawl, a hoe, into that pot, and to his amazement, the hoe was 100 times in that pot. So there were 100 of hoes in that. Don't you know what is a hoe? A hoe is an instrument used to dig the soil. So there were 100 of hoes in that pot. He was very surprised. It was a shocking thing for him. He brings that pot to his home, and whatever thing he throws into that pot, it multiplies 100. So he started growing very rich. He throws anything into it, and then there were hundreds of that, and he sold it into the market, and this strategy was working very well with him. He was getting rich and rich and rich, and this was not taken very kind by his fellow farmers or fellow wanderers. So what happens? A soldier becomes suspicious of his success, and he came into his house and saw the whole phenomena. He knew that this pot is something magical. So he snatches his pot and bring it to the king. So the entire matter was before the king. But what happens? Make a guess. The king accidentally fell into that pot, and there were hundreds of king out of that pot. That was very surprising, and that created an entire mess because each of the king was saying that he is the original king and all other king are fake. So Gopi understood the matter. He brought that pot from that place to a cliff, and from there he throws that pot into the soil, and it was broken, and there is the point where our story ends. So we will also look about moral teachings that this story teaches. Apart from that, I will present you an audio form of this story, and you have to look for difficult words which are there, and you have to jot down them in the list, and then we will practice that how to pronounce that word or what is the meaning of those words. Secondly, I will provide you the worksheet, and that is a closed worksheet, closed test. You have to listen to this story, and while listening you have to fill out the missing point in that story. So they said your second task while listening. The third one is you have to listen for the happenings, for the success of events, how this story from starts reaches to its conclusion. So this is your task, third task. So now I am presenting you the audio of that story, and you have to make a list. So here is the audio. It will be presented in the projector behind me. So this is the story. Second thing. I can stop the story at any point, and you have to tell me what the sentence he was saying. So this is another task. So be attentive, be very alert, and be very careful as it is going to be presented before you. Okay, first of all, you have to listen it casually for the meaning, for understanding, and for the difficult words. Closed test will be provided you at later point. So listen it carefully. Have every one of you have listened it. So bring those difficult words before me, and I will explain what those words mean. Okay, here is the list of the word. Excited, Don't you know the meaning of excited? Okay, I forgot, you are students. Okay, let me make it clear. Excited means overjoyed. Excited means someone who is very happy, or someone who is overjoyed. Yes, it is. Overflowing means, for example, this is a pot or something, and when you pour something into it, it overflows. This is the meaning of overflowing. This is a phenomenon of overflowing. So next one is exhausted. Pronounce it with me. Exhausted. So exhausted means tired, the one who lacks energy. Okay, the next word is immediately. Immediately means without delay, without wasting any time, instantaneously, instantly. This is the meaning of immediately. Cliff. Cliff is actually the peak of a mountain or a precipice. So precipice might be a new word for you. So add this one into your dictionary as well. Okay, this was the list. Okay, there is another word, shovel. Yes, shovel is also an instrument which is used to dig up the soil. This is used by farmers often. So you have your words completed. So the next thing that we have to do is that you have to listen it again for your close test, and then we will discuss it further. And at the end of this test, at the end of this, we will be providing you the question answer worksheet, and you have to fill those answers. Okay, best of luck. Listen to it and then tell me what is it.